What's up, YouTube? Thank you for joining me. took you 96 minutes to hate who book again. Thank you, JD. It was a simple little video on Coloco. AJ, really appreciate the tip, man. Welcome. Seb, I appreciate the hatred the uh, of book. He annoys me too. Um, yeah, JD, just simple little video on just hey, this is an area where he can help, and he does something that nobody else has really done for the Lakers aside from AD in a minute. So, you know, two-way contract, not a likely rotation guy or anything like that, but I'm really glad to have him in the organization. And I think whenever you can pick up a player who the reason they're not playing basketball right now isn't because they aren't talented enough, there's some other situation. I think it's a good, you know, high reward, low risk type of move that if he does work out and turn into an NBA guy, and I think he can, he certainly has the starting place on the defensive end. Offensively, very rough. I think like the closest comparison who he is right now is probably a Biombo. But I like well, even then though, Biombo's a good rebounder and Cloco's a little below average there. He's faster than Biombo for sure. He can show out higher and recover. Lonnie not getting a spot in the NBA, homie. Yeah, that's tough. Lonnie is a tweener of sorts in that there is both on the offensive end and defensive end. Like, is he a point of attack defender? He's probably a chaser, most effectively defensively. Offensively, if you run him off of screens as a scorer, like he's not a knockdown shooter necessarily, but he's not a one in the sense that I'm going to give De'Aaron Fox or John Morant or Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland, those type of guys, right? There's usually somebody on the court that you'd rather give the ball to. So he seems caught in a tweener type of space. But I mean, I love me some Lonnie Walker and am rooting for him. He'd be certainly more helpful than a couple of the guys on the back end of this roster for sure. But yeah, I think that's sort of the story. There is he's caught between two positions on both ends of the ball. Yeah, Seb and JD about the AD and Coloco lineups. That's exactly the Europe. If you can be big and play a two big lineup and still cover the perimeter, that's gold because most of the time that's been the story of the last 10 years or so is that those slow-footed fives start to get played off of the court and oftentimes how many times in playoff basketball have we seen team go without a conventional big at all. And the reason for that is almost always because of the foot speed on the perimeter defensively. And so if you can still be big and have long arms and disruptive on the perimeter, Vando, I think, really plays into this. Uh, then, yeah, you could stay big and not pay the price of not being able to defend on the perimeter. I liked Coloco's closeouts too. I didn't cover that in this particular one, but yeah, hoping he can stick with us. I think that he's somebody worth investing in for sure. Anthony, welcome. Are you at a? Is there a tournament going on right now? What's going on with Zalgris? You covering it? Anthony does produces EuroLeague content, and so he's super knowledgeable on hoops and what's going on in EuroLeague. So give him a follow if you can. Golden Knight, what's up, man? Good to see you around. Hope you're well. Let's move to 4-1, man. You having a good time so far this season? Awesome, awesome. How did the rounds work, Anthony, in EuroLeague? Okay, we got 18 teams. Oh, cool. Donnie, good to see you over on YouTube. A dub, Bronny's first points, and LeBron bounce back. I like it. I like it. Star Killer, welcome. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 sec. Oh, so a round robin. That's cool. Gabe Vincent is not 6'4". There's no way he's 6'4". 5'12". That's right. Why is JHS so bad now, as opposed to another time? I I hate killing a young player, and I hate I, I've been stunned though. Like whenever I've watched him play, I find him to be one of the least talented players I've ever seen put on a Laker uniform. Honestly, like I made a low light video and sent it to Mike and Darius last year in a way where it's like this dude played like barely at all last year and had so many really rough highlights or lowlights, and it's very difficult to make it the other way, right? That's all I want from a young player. They're gonna do dumb stuff. They're gonna make wrong decisions. They're gonna not be good enough at certain aspects of the game. I get all that, but like show some flashes, you know? And I just feel like the flashes, especially in real games, have been just barely there. That's very cool that EuroLeague that setup. So the question about getting off of Cam's contract to pick up Alani, I mean, we could do that, but getting off of Cam's contract will probably cost a second round pick, I would imagine. And I think that would happen after whatever trade or trades we might make at the deadline. If we were, I think that is being reserved for the ability to be like, oh, we could do a 2-for-1 or something like that, right? It gives you a little bit of flexibility. AJ, I do think Dalton has a. Hey, Serena, that's right. She's in the Serena Winters. She was covering the team when I was covering the team for Lakers Nation. She's the Cavs sideline reporter now. Um, I do think there's a path to more minutes for Dalton. I've heard that they kind of got their training wheels on for him right now, and that more is hoped for him down the line. So I think that's part of the plan. I just don't think that it's the plan yet. Yeah, Dean Wade is underrated. Agreed. I wasn't on Lakers Nation, Seb, but we were all in the scrums in the locker room, right? So you become friends with all the other people who cover the team. And I appreciated her. She was like everybody else was like with a major outlet or something like that. And Lakers Nation is obviously huge now and even was big then, but like we were the bloggers for sure, and she was one of the first bloggers. Her and Eric Pincus were two of the first ones to be like, actually, no, they're legit and belong in this room. And I always appreciated her as a little bit of a trailblazer in this space. All right, we're getting set for tip off. We'll try to sync up with everybody. How we come out of the gates, and we're up. Ball gets tapped back to D'Lo, who is questionable tonight. Good to see him play. I hadn't seen him play when he popped up on the injury report randomly, but we got Austin coming off an Iverson cut. Spaces up to the basket, goes around the ball screen from LeBron. Nobody picks him up, so he takes and makes a little 12-footer. Nicely done. All right. Lakers up 2-0, 11:35, 34, 33. Lakers switch. AD rotates over. Wade kicks it out over to Mobley. LeBron rotates onto him. Good ball denial by Rui. Forces baseline. AD drops off. Great decision. Can they dig it out? Lakers on the break. D'Lo over to LeBron. Let's go. Classic LeBron in Cleveland with the dunk. Puts the Lakers up 4-0. 11:15 left. All right. Oh, Mitchell attacking the chest of Austin. Good reject right there. Lakers up 4-2, gets the Cavs on the board. 11-minute mark. Up top to LeBron. Over to D'Lo. He rejects it. Guarded by Garland. Gets a step on him. Almost got the roll, but he's going to go to the line. I had fun recording that with Anthony. He and I have we can always shoot the shit. And yeah, man, Pincus is my guy from way back in the day. Me, him, Mike Garcia were all on the same message board, and Anthony, same thing on LG. All right, D'Lo hits both free throws. Lakers up 4. Starters played well against Phoenix the other night, I thought. Certainly got out to that great start. We got Mitchell with the ball. Lakers switching. All right, good closeout by D'Lo. Chases Wade off the line. Austin switches onto him. Ripped through by Mobley. Lobs it up. Going to get a push in the lower back. All right. Got Garland with the ball. AD switched out onto him. Yeah, really looking to attack Austin. Pulls up and hits the 3. Can't leave Austin on an island with Mitchell. Right. LeBron with the ball. Lakers up 6-5. D'Lo calling for a screen. Lakers slow to get into their sit, but they get the ball screen. Snakes it. Lobs it up. Nice play, D'Lo. Lays it up and in. AD just threw it up there. Knew that they had both come to him. 8-5. Let's see if we can help out here on Mitchell. This is not going to work out for us. All 7 for Donovan right now as we get a foul on Garland. Huh, you guys having some league pass issues. Beautiful rip over on that dribble, that high gather. All right, D'Lo comes off the screen. Oh, ball gets deflected. Austin tracks it down in the backcourt, gets pushed out of bounds. Gonna get a foul on Mitchell. There's so much about the production of the product that it's like, yeah, you send bad messages to your fans. Gonna have LeBron inbounding the ball instead. Lakers have a Donovan Mitchell problem on one end of the floor right now. Let's see what they can do about that. But first, offensive end, we got a horn set. AD with the ball on the elbow as LeBron cut through. Back up top to D'Lo. Sets a screen for D'Lo. They switch that, get Mobley onto him. He's patient, skips it across, gets deflected. Lakers keep it 8 on the shot clock. Yeah, Max did. That was, like you said, Mitchell's first game back, but yeah, getting him in foul trouble would be great. Into the pocket to AD. LeBron shot fakes. Oh, he went the wrong way, attacking that closeout. Little flat-footed lefty attempt. Did not want to get any elevation on that, apparently. And then that's going to lead to a dunk on the other end. That offense often leads to points on the other end. All right. Lakers fall behind for the first time, 9-8. 8:07 left. Austin with the ball. And their 2-guard front, usually a 4-out set. Going to their weave action. Rui with the ball. Hands off to D'Lo. Into the roll. Rui, jump stop in space. Lays it up in it. A little flip over the top of his, over his right shoulder. Nicely done. Lakers up 10-9. Mobley drives, looking to attack Austin. They're really attacking Austin and having a lot of success with it to start out. LeBron with the ball on the left wing. Skips it over to AD. Not a ton from AD so far, but Austin, pulls it quickly. Ooh, nice shot. Look at Austin. All right. See if we can get a stop, though. He needs some help on this end. Lakers up 13-11. High scoring game to start out. 8:20 left. Uh, Get a miss. Lakers track down the rebound. D'Lo with it. Oh, pulls up, take a quick three. 1-3 deserved another, but nothing doing. Got Mitchell with the ball against. Oh, puts on the Jets, drives, kicks, going to create that wide open three for Wade in the corner. And that's what he does. Puts Cavs back up one. Mitchell killing us so far. All right. AD with the ball. Or I'm sorry. D'Lo with the ball. AD setting the screen for LeBron. Going to come around that. Some two-man game with AD. They switch the big to big. So we get Mobley on AD. Faces up. Be physical with him. Go to the rack. Shot fake. Drives baseline. Spins back middle. And one. Let's go. Great face up. Drive baseline. Once you get that hip turn, great time to spin back the other way. AD does just that. Gets the bucket and one. AD misses the free throw. All right, Lucas, welcome. I'll be as descriptive as I can. We got Mobley with the ball. D'Lo switched out on him. Rip through, goes under, lobs it up. AD steals it, though. Lakers going the other way. Oh, he scoops the pass up court, but it doesn't, gets turned over. Cleveland with the ball. Lakers up 15-14, 7:18 left in the first. Mitchell from deep and hits it from about 30. My goodness. Lakers up, or I'm sorry, Cleveland up 17-15. Got to put that Mitchell fire out. He's let it burn for way too long so far. Got a steal on the post entry from AD. Mitchell pull up in transition. My goodness, Lakers timeout. Donovan Mitchell absolutely on fire to start this game. Got to take measures. Let's see here. What's he up to already? He's created all, if not almost all of their points. Yeah, it's 5 for 6 from the field, 13 points, 3 for 4 from three, 2 assists. So if you got 13 points, 2 assists, what the other one was, but they've only got 20 points. So they're, Mobley has the other 4. Thank you, Anthony and Jenny. Trash can. I'm glad that you're able to sync a little bit better on that. Playback does that, so I don't know when the score bugs are going to be up and when they're not. So I'm glad that makes it easier. All right, let's talk about our Donovan Mitchell problem. Oh, thank you for the stream in the chat. Guard Naz Reid. Yep. He's shooting base, very stable. That's part of the why he's able to get into his shot from going very fast to then being very balanced. Hard to do that, right? Usually the guys that play with his type of speed, it's difficult for them to slow that all down and go up straight. But I think that wide base that you're talking about is an example of why he can do that. Yeah, sure. Would be nice to have Vando for sure. Yeah, the last 2 threes were off turnovers, but got into a rhythm attacking Austin, and that's a one-on-one matchup, especially now that he's hot. That we don't want that to keep going. So we're gonna have to send extra attention to him. Redick, after the game against Phoenix, was sort of lamenting not blitzing KD earlier. I think that could happen if we don't see that soon. All right, so the lineup we're gonna have coming back is gonna be D'Lo, Austin. Yeah, basically max in for LeBron. So he'll be able to take some of those responsibilities, but hard to put out a fire. All right, D'Lo with the ball, flips it back to AD. They're in their 4-out series. Step up screen, skips it over to AD. Fake that handoff to Austin because they overplay it. Got an ISO for AD. Dribbles. AD took a shot to the face. Looks like his nose down on one knee. Shit. Goes middle. What happened? Oh, he got clipped with an elbow right in the nose. They're playing 5-on-4 right now. Little drive and kick, easy money for Wade. Gets the bounce too. Damn it. All right, things falling apart very quickly for the Lakers. Can we get a no timeout? AD is still holding his nose. Austin dribbling with it. Lakers discombobulated. Step back three. Just nothing going offensively. Mitchell taking the long three. Lakers get the rebound over to AD. We're just playing on, apparently. AD's finally coming to life, but Rui throws the ball away. Over to Mitchell. Picks up, drives, kicks. He's created every one of their points pretty much, up to 26. He's created like 24 of their points. Lakers getting killed. Unbelievable it took that long to call a timeout. Lakers have been on the ropes for a minute. And AD was staggered for like 2 back and forths, maybe even 3 there. I'm irritated. Yeah. No, that was and just our disorganization, like, we've had a lot of plays the last couple of games where, it's been like everyone standing around and one guy dribbling. I get that he didn't wanna call that timeout, but, like, AD had his head in his hands for, like, 4 or 5 plays, and we hemorrhaged points. Like, how are you supposed to like, that unit has a hard time scoring when AD is perfectly fine. Yeah, just take a foul, something, exactly, like yeah, totally agree, DMR, that, as AD's getting checked out on the sideline, still smarting from taking that elbow. It was inadvertent. Allen didn't do anything wrong there, but yeah, bad offenses led to so much like good offense for the other team so far this year. AD's gonna stay in the game though. Totally different, right, AJ? The Warriors are exceptionally fast. They're on kind of the other end of the spectrum, but totally looks like a different sport. Yeah, I noticed that too. And that's something the Lakers are gonna have to address. It's part of why I like Dalton. He's the best and most formidable athlete that we have who can also play the guard position, you know? All right, we're back at it. Austin with the ball. AD stays in the game. Max looks to attack over to AD. Looks the other direction. Max back cuts. AD picks up his dribble. Flows through. Nice pocket pass. Ooh, Allen comes over with the nice block. Not very good lift right there from AD. Over to Wade. Up top to Mitchell. 5 minutes left. Lakers down 11. Looking to attack D'Lo. Snakes into the paint. Lakers knock it away. AD with the ball. Dribbling up the middle over to Rui. D'Lo doesn't want the pull-up. He wants this one, though. They go under the screen. D'Lo front rims it, though. Cavs with the rebound. Outlet up the left sideline. Quick three in transition. This shot's becoming more and more popular, but he crawls across the front of the rim. Austin with the rebound, or Austin with the ball. AD with the ball up top. Lakers in their 5 out, but not sure where to flow through to. Just set a screen if you're not sure. Austin rejects, puts his man in jail. Pull up, nothing doing. Rui laid on the crash. Cleveland skips the ball. Cross court, back up top. Lakers not looking good. Wade shot fakes, drives, kicks back out. 3 ball, misses front rim. AD with it. Lakers looking slow. Very slow to get into their stuff. Night and day difference between that and the Cavs. All right. AD facing up on Allen. Again, we got 4 on the other side. That's seems to be our plan on our post-ups, and it has not worked very well at all this year. Turns into points on the other end. Lakers down 13. 3:33 left. Austin with the ball. Gives it over to AD. On the elbow. Faces up. Got the size advantage over Mitchell. Going to go over the top of him, and does. Cuts the lead to 11. All right, Dalton with it. Excuse me. Donovan with it. Wait, close out. That's travel. Thank you. Going to be 4 turnovers for both the Lakers and the Cavs so far. Yeah, big lineup change coming up. Coming in, we're gonna have Gabe, Max, and Austin with the 2 big lineup of Jackson and AD. Oh, so Lakers get a bucket from Gabe. All right, Gabe. Gabe's threes feel like 6. All right. Jackson on ball. Oh, so this is where our switching, we have to have a plan for that, right? We're going to switch. We're going to have Austin guarding Allen in the post. We can't leave him on an island. Very poor defense to start out, just from a, address the mismatches type of standpoint. Lakers not sharp at all. AD looking to drive. Comes up short. Oh, man. Cavs in transition. Attack Jackson's chest. Nice dump off pass. Lakers down a dozen. All right. AD in the post. Clearing out that side. Lakers doing a ton of this. Kicks out to Gabe. Tries it again. Misses back rim. Up and over. And out. Yeah. AD's been getting beat up. All right. Lakers on the ropes. Garland with the ball. Gabe Garden up top. Drives ball fake. Oh, that's too easy. Can't give up that straight line drive. LeBron back in. Oh, yeah, we got Dalton in the game. Finally. Let's go. No drive. Gabe gets stripped. Bad couple of plays from Gabe. Let's see if he can stay in front here. Max switched over to Garland. Step back. Oh, good ball reversal. Cavs looking very sharp. Lakers very much not. Dump off to Mobley. Just an ass kicking right now. 36-20. Cavs have hit 15 of their 19 shots. Yeah. Yeah, Gabe's looking rough. Max in a stance. Dalton switched out on a Mitchell. This is a tough matchup. Closes out. Pick and pop. They're in rotation. Levert takes the. I like Levert. Nice shot. Up 19. Getting away from us very quickly. Braun with the ball. Going to get the ball screen from Jackson. Steps back. Takes the three. Knocks it down. Lakers down 16. Can't get a stop, though. In danger of giving up 40 in this corner. Step back from Garland on LeBron. My goodness, they are cooking. Gabe with the ball. Kick back over to Jackson. Hand off to LeBron. Pulls up. Front rims the three. Mobley tracks it down. Cavs are going to get the last shot. 42-23 as the crowd rises to its feet. That was some great hoops from the Cavs. Let's see how they finish it off. Pull up from a deep three from Garland. No good. Max clears it. Pulls up from past half court. Lakers down 19 after the first quarter. Wow. Yeah, 8 first quarter threes. It looks like it. The difference in speed was just massive. Got a good look at why Cleveland is 4-0 right now. They are sharp. Yeah, Strus adds to their pace as well. That is something that each of the first 5 teams that we've played, maybe not Minnesota, but the other 4 games, the 3 teams now including the Cavs, I would all put them in sort of the upper third of the league in terms of foot speed. And that is something that I think is a weakness of this Lakers team. A a big glaring hole for me is that 2-3 type of spot and sort of the size and athleticism there, but one of the things about our team is that both our main guys, especially, they don't run a ton just from a possession to possession basis, especially over the course of 82, relative to a lot of other stars. And that is, I mean, I think we knew this, especially about LeBron, kind of part of the deal, right? But it does have some knockoff effects. And I think when that's the case, I think it's important that everybody else does like to run. And one of the things that big athletes with juice have always worked around LeBron and AD from, like the guys that can run the floor, that have some athleticism, good size, in part because I think they help kind of fill that gap for LeBron and AD, especially as AD has gotten older. Kuminga, great. Exactly. Yep. Push and transition. That's right, Ron. All right. We are coming back with the flamethrower group. Let's see if that group can give the Lakers some life. Very true, DMR. All right. This group has been surprisingly good on defense. They switched Dalton. All right. Handoff. Good hedge by Jackson. Great rotation by LeBron. Yeah. Let's go. Help him up. LeBron takes the charge. Let's see if we can get some juice. Just got there in time. Right. D'Lo up the right sideline. Shows up high. Dalton comes around a screen, lets it fly. Front rims it. Jackson gets pushed out of the play because he was battling. Gets a foul on Mobley. I was saying this on the pod today, but I don't think I've ever seen a game where I've watched Jackson and been like, "Eh, he's not playing very hard tonight." Like, he's very reliable in terms of what he brings to the table, both good and bad, right? Like, I just feel like he's a predictable player, and that's a good thing for a role player to be predictable. Oh, he's already got 3 fouls. Let's freaking go. Mobley to the bench. All right, Lakers really got Allen into the game, but have scoring advantages. Look how small they are in this unit. That's part of why I like this group at this time. LeBron got Garland on him. Go to work, big fella. 5 on the shot clock, though. Time's running out. Backs him down. Simple dump off to Jackson. Easy dunk. They got no chance. All right. Sorry. We have a closed back door. Sorry, y'all. Woof. We get a floater from Garland. Connect with the ball up top. You gotta go. You gotta go. Yeah. uh, LeBron with the 3. Back rims that. Allen clears the rebound. Lakers down 19. 10:43 left. Jackson guarding Garland. Good contest. But Allen with the rebound and the putback dunk. Damn it. Lakers down 21. All right, D'Lo with the ball. Lakers trying to get it back, but just a good old fashioned butt kicking right now. Jackson with the ball. LeBron comes off. See, just even that pressure they pushed. Mitchell pushed LeBron out. Yeah, LeBron coughs it up. Lakers not dealing well with pressure in the last 3 games. Allen gets the cleanup. Lakers down 23. All right. D'Lo with the ball. It's a step up screen from Hayes. Locks his man on his hip, but good back pressure right there. Gonna go the other way. Yep. Yeah, the offense is not in a great spot at all. Part of the danger of trying to implement and install several different things is that you're not good at any of them, especially early on. Where the Cavs they've got a zip to everything they do, right? Like Lakers are primed to get knocked out right now. So I think we get a little bit of a fortunate call there. Right. D'Lo with the ball. It's screen from Jackson. Gonna get the foul coming off of that. Yeah, I got Garland going to the bench with 3 as well. All right. Out to Dalton for 3, misses that. Allen collects the rebound. Like to see Dalton get some easier looks. Don't have to take the first shot that presents itself. Skips it over cross court. Ooh, rattles in and out. Jackson tracks it down. LeBron over to D'Lo. Got LeBron back in the middle. Yeah, he's got a lane all the way to the bucket and one. Let's go. Dalton's just got a shot fake or just move it to like if he just passes it or shot fakes and keeps going, he'll still get a shot. It'll just be a much easier one. All right. LeBron completes the 3-point play. Let's see if Lakers can defend a little bit. All right. Oh, nice move on by Mitchell. Spins around, but good recovery. Help from Jackson. All right. Dalton closes out, slides his feet. All right. Gives up the mid range. Rui clears it. Good possession. Skips it over to Dalton. Hesitation. Dribbles over to Jackson. Hands it off his leg. Uh-oh. Oh, saves it out to Rui. Up top in the slot. Get it over to D'Lo. Got to see D'Lo play with some downhill. Let's see. Yeah, got to create for this group. Nice stutter step. Great move. There you go. Up and in. Lakers down 18. Gonna get a timeout. Just the ever so slightest bit of momentum. Exactly, Ron. Like just one pump fake. And guys are running out to him because they know he's going to take that first shot. But yeah, I like it. Let's get to 8. Let's see what we got. Their bigs are 7 for 8 from the field right now. Allen already has 10 rebounds. Yeah, they've got a speed advantage at pretty much every position. Like, or 4 out of 5. Oh, one moment, one moment. Right. That time of year where people are knocking on your doors for the election. Mr. Blue, I like the idea of running something for D'Lo to get him open, but there's a certain level of zip and speed that the Lakers are going to have to play with to match theirs. And there's so it's sort of like there's a leadership component. Yeah, see, LeBron is starting to pick it up in terms of just engagement. You know that. Yeah, I think that has to happen first. And I don't know. In watching D'Lo this year, he's been like he's floated a lot, and that's not always on the player, right? That's incumbent on the team, which I think is inspires your question in the first place. Is hey, should we run something for him to get him going? It's a little chicken or the egg to me. Is like, can D'Lo be a little more aggressive? Like he made that really nice move into the paint right there. We're playing a team that plays drop coverage because they've got 2 bigs that can do that. Now they're good, of course, and but D'Lo can get some scoring opportunities against this group if he's aggressive, just running kind of basic stuff. So there's a part of this to me, the ball's in his court. Wow, yeah. 50 to 30 and starters are back in very early. Got D'Lo coming off of that screen. This is an example right there. And yeah, that's not a great look. So gets the ball back up top to AD. Lakers spacing is all over the place. Rui rips through, drives great. Just another example of a shot fake, right? Like he had a great step right there. Just read that low man. You can even dump that off if your spacing is correct. Yeah, showed the ball very early. Allen jump stopped into that. Mitchell steps back, crawls over the rim. LeBron pushes in transition. Yeah, see, he's got something if he wants it. Bumps the guy off, gets the foul. That is a fair point, Ron. You always want your guy to be aggressive. I'm just saying that if you can get them off of a yeah, we just have several guys that are just a pump fake away legit from a good shot, but everybody's got them timed up on those. Lakers are already in the bonus at least. I'm with the AJ. I would like to see that too. For sure. Shot clock an issue there. Got to go up with it. All right. They curl around the screen, dump off. It's too easy. Got to get a hand up, AD. Cavs playing with great pace, very sharp. AD with the ball up top, looking into the post to LeBron. Rip through, drives baseline. No call. Oh, man. Mitchell with it, looking to attack Austin. That's how this game started. To attack D'Lo. And get lucky on that layup right there. Rui collects it. Back over to Rui. Hand off to LeBron on the left side. Skips it over to D'Lo. Stutter step, pulls it back. AD with the step up screen. D'Lo gets the foul call, going to go to the line. Going to have a sub here with Max coming in for LeBron again. Very similar to the way the starting rotation works. Especially DMR since he got banged up a bit in the first quarter. Like he kept playing, but there was a noticeable difference to me after that of how involved he was. Right. Get that screen. Ooh, nice reject from Mitchell. Takes the pull up three. Misses it. 80 with the rebound. We should look to get him going. Austin coughs it up. And come left side over to Mitchell. Drives kicks over to Wade. Front rims it. Good rebound by Rui. Over to D'Lo. The right side. Max looks for it, but they had it read. Rui comes around, whips it over to Austin, attacks the closeout, coughs it up, gets the foul call. A little bit of a bailout. We got Bronny coming up. Mm. We might be getting our butts kicked to a degree that makes them happen organically, if you know what I mean. Austin, DMR. Why are we so bad at transition defense? Because we have several guys that don't like to run, led by our two best players that don't run on every play. That's part of the getting through 82 and the reality of building around this team. They're also the leaders of the team, right? And so when they're not running, we have a couple of guys that they will run if everybody's running, but they will not run if everybody's not running. I don't know if you've ever played or coached, but there's certainly an environment where like the team and the guys on the court know like, hey, we're going right now. They also know like everybody's walking and it's like, oh, the big dogs are walking, then I guess I'm walking too. And so I think that's, and when those guys are at your 4 and 5 position, this has been an issue for the Lakers last couple of years. It's the reason why it's the scouting reports for so many teams through 82 is it's like they're in the other locker room going, listen, if you just run every play, they're not going to run every play. They're good when they do run, but they're not going to run every play. And therefore, you know, we've got some free points waiting for us if we do. Oftentimes, those lineups in groups are bigger as well. But I've thought a decent part of our bad transition defense so far this year has been our bad half court offense. And so we've had, I saw that we're fifth in offensive rating. I feel like I've got this, that's going to drop after this half, most likely. But um, I feel like transition is bolstering that a lot. I've got to dig into that because we have had a lot of really ugly offensive possessions that have turned into points for the other team so far. So to me, it's a bit of those like, your best players aren't the guys who run the most. And then as we get the review on the challenge, um, and then a half court offense has not been super crisp. So it's led to certain turnovers, bad shots that lead to points for the other team. Good to see Austin back in the game. Lakers win the challenge. Going to take his free throws. Oh, that's an interesting observation, Goat. The getting LeBron downhill. Let me chew on that. To be continued. Austin knocks down the first free throw. And makes the second. Lakers down 16, 5:26 left. D'Lo guarding the ball. Wade slips the screen. Hands off. Back up top. Over to Mitchell. Guarded by Austin. Goes over the top. AD shows high. Recovers. Pulls it back. Oof. Drive, kick. Good patience. Great left-handed pass. That's good basketball. That was bullet of a left-handed pass right on target. Okoro knocks down the three. Back up to 19. AD with it. Step up screen from Max. Oh, good hesitation. AD's still looking for the call though, but AD's not moving quickly enough to beat them. Like, see, gets beat back on transition defense as well. That's an example. He started that play perfectly capable, but this team's just going to run. Back down 21. Up top. D'Lo pulls it back. Drive and kick to Austin. Rims in and out. AD, no dice. Yeah, Lakers looking very slow. Max jabs at the ball. Mitchell dances with it. Good rhythm. Pulls up. Misses front rim. Good contest by Max right there. Hesitation move. Rui drives. Physical. Up and in. Going to get a timeout from Cleveland. Lakers down 19 though. Good angle of that pass right there. It does have weird vibes. Yes, it does. It's like what we were talking about, Bronny. Honestly, just in the flow of the game, I wouldn't mind. I mean, we're probably, let's see, we got 401 left. I wouldn't mind subbing. If you're going to do it, the vibes are bad anyway. Like, inject some some life, and now maybe some bad basketball. I do know Bronny will run. They are. I think that this stretch has showed some of the lack of athleticism on the roster. The the times where we've seen sort of the fully healthy group with LeBron and AD healthy have been while we've been in that portion of the season where it's like, we have to win now or we're going to miss the playoffs. This is one of the first times that they've gotten real minutes in the earlier portions where they're not in that mode. And yeah, we're seeing part of the result of that. Right. Going to have to play with some pace if the Lakers want to keep up. They are a step behind in everything they do. Gabe is running, close out by Austin, drive, kick it out. See, they know exactly where the ball goes next. See how different this looks than how we play? It's not that different systematically than, how Reddick said everybody runs the same shit. Like, that's how it's supposed to look pace-wise, but we look nothing like that. All right, 80 with the ball at the top of the key, 3:30 left. Austin tries to get back cut, was not there. They read it. Cleveland flips it back. Shot fake. Close out by Rui. It's a good contest. Rattles in and out. LeBron tips it away. AD with it. Back to LeBron. Going to try to post up on Levert. Make a quick move. There you go. Drop step. Beautiful. Lefty. All right, let's go. That's a good way to get him downhill. Go. If you can clear out but make space for him in the post, they've got smaller guys that he can go downhill on. And it doesn't have to be off of a live dribble, right? But here is off a live dribble. Dancing with it. Skips over the top to AD. Easy money. All right. Old man basketball. I like it. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to be slow, be old and smart and big. And like, how does your dad beat you when you're playing one-on-one and you're in 8th grade, right? And he's like, was sort of letting you win, but you're close enough to where you're like good enough. Like, go be an old man and kick their ass down underneath the basket. Nice shot by Mitchell. That wasn't bad defense. Right. Into the corner to Rui. Looks to go to work. Some bully ball, step through, lays it up and in. Identified the mismatch, get an easy bucket. Lakers down 17. Get a crossover, dump off, gets AD in the air. Too easy. Not a good defensive game from AD so far. Austin back to him. Gets downhill in the pocket to AD. Gets fouled. 1 sec. AD looking like he's laboring a bit. AD knocks down both free throws. Got Gabe on the ball. Nice move by Mitchell to sidestep him. Oh, LeBron skies for the rebound. I like it. Looks to push the pace in transition. spins. Dalton, open corner three. Whoa, misses everything. Wide right. Get Dalton, Austin, Gabe, LeBron, and AD. Over to Allen, little lefty flip shot. Nice shot. He's really, really good. Cavs up 19, under a minute left to play. Austin. I'm sorry, Dalton. Keep doing this. LeBron in the two-man game on the empty side pick and roll. They're switching that. 5 on the shot clock. AD go to work. Got 2 on him. Good help. Shot fake. Pull up. Austin, good patience though. Good work. AD gets the putback. See, Austin, even with the shot clock running down, he shot faked. They flew by him. The land of milk and honey. And AD makes a really nice play despite definitely being labored. He's holding that hip. Damn it. All right. Mitchell crossing back on. Wow, what a pass. Austin gets back cut. Lakers down 19. Man, Mitchell, he's so good. Dalton gets stripped. Oh, they say keep it here. Dalton looks rattled right now. We're waiting to. Man, AD looking labored. I think that should have been Cavs ball, but we'll take it. Skips it over to AD. Got a decent look, but no dice. Lakers thoroughly outplayed as AD limps to the locker room with the Lakers down 19. Lakers offense looking bad, Cavs looking superb and just a step ahead, really a speed differential that's what stands out to me right now is the playing these teams of like of increasing levels of speed. Um Minnesota was probably the slowest team because of Gobert, especially. It played Ingles a bit, um, Conley. Then the Suns, they've got Nurkic, who slows them down for sure, but a lot of perimeter guys who they're great when they get the ball in rotation. They can swing the ball around the perimeter. Difficult to keep up with them, right? And then you've got the Kings, who I think Sabonis is a big part of their foot speed, and then of course Fox and Monk, and then it's crazy that Keon Ellis didn't play in that game, but they've got really good foot speed. Keegan Murray's going to run the floor. I think DeRozan actually slows them down a little bit, but uh, yeah. Then who was the last game? Oh, Phoenix again, right? And they beat us, and we saw kind of their ability to pressure us turned us over in a similar way that Sacramento did. And then tonight, Cleveland is like a step ahead of those teams, and like their rotations are crisp, their ball movement is great. To beat them, you're going to have to be like 3 tiers faster than the Lakers have been tonight. Like I think the Lakers would struggle with this even on a night when they were locked in a bit, and everybody was running, and AD wasn't hobbled. Um, but on a night where they're not moving nearly at the same speed, don't have that same level of foot on the gas, it's a noticeable difference. And you see that in Mitchell is just so fast and darting and smart, can really read the defense and knows where help is coming from. And it's just picking the Lakers apart. Like he generated like 24 of the first 26 points. Um, so just a really dynamic game from Cleveland. You see why they're 4-0. JD asking about did AD get hit in the hip? There were a couple of plays where he got banged up, but there was one where like the way he landed, he got fouled, but his he was like loading up to jump and he like landed kind of hard on the front of his leg. And like put his hand down, but it was a very like you could see a lot of the force that he landed with in not a great way. But it wasn't on his side or anything. It was kind of a strange way to land. Uh, but yeah. Goat, I don't have a ton of optimism for the second half. I think that if we are going to see it, it's going to be right away to start that third quarter. That's the team that can play with the appropriate level of juice and skill when they want to, right? To where the Lakers can leverage a scoring and size advantage over them in ways that other teams can't. But it requires just a level of pace and will to run from play to play because that is something Cleveland will do. So if you want to run with them the way that they run every play, as I watch halftime highlights, Jared Allen just beat AD on a rim run. Um, you can do that, but does AD look to me like he's a guy that's going to come out of the locker room like sprinting his ass off? He doesn't. He doesn't. So I'm normally a pretty optimistic guy. I don't have a ton of optimism for the second half, but we'll see. Good question on YouTube about the post ups and the spacing. Yeah, it struck me from the first preseason game is that it's actually a decent step back from last season. I don't know how much they've worked on it. So Reddick made a couple of comments that like one of them was about how we've had 21 days to install what we want to install. And he was saying it in a way where it was like, in 21 days is not a lot of time to do that. And so that's correct. And I remember this just from coaching high school ball of like, man, I wish I had more time to get to all the things that I want to get to. I want to be able to, beat one guard front zones versus two guard front zones. And I want us to be able to run different type of defenses and things like that. And as I coached a little longer, and I didn't coach super long, but I started to realize that my teams needed to be good at a handful of things rather than like at several different things, right? So this to me is one of the storylines. If you want to look at the season through a Reddick perspective, is this struck me early on as like, oh, he's trying to install a lot of different types of things. For example, our transition running lanes. We are running back sometimes to 4-out spacing, sometimes to 5-out spacing, and that is just one small layer of complexity that sometimes a guy's going to run to the wrong spot. He's going to run to a 4-out spot when you're supposed to be in 5-out, and you go, oh crap, and then he's got to run back to his spot. Now there's 12 seconds left on the shot clock because you weren't at your right spots, right? And so a very small example of like 1,000 different things that can happen off of that. And so there are some things I watch as I'm like, how much have we practiced that? However, we go to it enough to where it's like, damn, we've not practiced that. We weren't putting our time into the right things. And that's one of the dangers that you have from implementing a whole bunch of stuff. Like long term, that can pay off and you got to stay at it. But if you're playing a team that knows what they're doing, knows the system that they're running, is sharp, they're a lot younger than the main guys on this Lakers squad, too. Um, so, like, all of it plays a part there. But yeah, the Lakers go to that and the offense slows down. The post up stuff, they can't be this bad if they're going to go to it this much. Like it has to get pushed to the forefront of what we need to get better at as a team, because these are not possessions where it's like, oh, we created a good shot, guy missed a good look. Like, no, we all have eyes. It's like we got three dudes standing next to each other, and it's tough, right? It's tough to create a clean look out of that. So one guy can basically guard three others. They send another guy, usually they're 5, into the middle of the paint to, add another body to lock down the paint from LeBron and AD, and now it's like contested fadeaways and things like that, and so that is really where, things need to get unlocked. Yeah, good call on the post entry passing being, one of the culprits within this. It is both like a individual skills thing, but also there are some times where the ball denial or overplay is heavy enough, or they're just flat out fronting the post to where is somebody flashing from the weak side to get that high low type of action? Are we doing a pin screen? What is it that we're doing here to because like even if you know how to throw your proper post entry passes, there are some defensive positions where it's like, oh, he's overplaying too far in this direction. Throw it to the top of the key, little high, and that's Anthony Davis on the other end of that. You know what I'm saying? So like, but I don't see a lot of crispness in those flash cuts and things like that. But that's really what bothers me is it's like they're bunched up, and then are we just yeah? What's the plan out of that? Yeah, Anthony, I do think that this will start to this stretch illuminates some of the roster needs for the Lakers for sure. That's exactly right, Gaudelak, about Gabe. He does, however, have to provide a certain baseline level of scoring offensive ability, But I that is exactly why Reddick made a comment like I wish I had 10 guys just like him. All that stuff, you need those connectors to do that well. This year, or at least for now, I'm gonna frame a lot of my coverage through what part of the game, what is happening. How do I say it? That I didn't say that well, but like the different, we have very distinctive lineups, and they're good and bad distinctive things as a result. And so, I think that if you chop it up into we're playing this well or this poorly in these minutes versus these minutes versus these minutes, more of the story of what's what and who's who will come to light, and especially on our offensive struggles. So we got, is that Montel Jordan doing the halftime show? Yeah, good call out on our rebounding. We're slower than them to everything, and so rebounding you think of as an above the rim activity, but that can only be true if you're more athletic than the other team. I would argue that a lot of whether or not you're good at rebounding happens below the rim, and whether you can beat another guy to the spot on the ground that allows them to be able to take off from where they want to take off, get that offensive rebound or defensive rebound. Um, but a lot of that happens before anybody gets into the air. And I, again, this is maybe I'm seeing it, and so I see it every possession, and I'm forcing it more than it is. But I see a slow Lakers team. I see a team that is just getting beat on every rotation, and they are slow, especially relative to Cleveland, in that for example, that corner three where I forget who it was, but he just whipped that left-handed pass just into the corner, right into the shooter's pocket, that's like you're toast on your rotations on that. And so I'm just seeing us getting carved up with speed right now in a way that I think is impacting our rebounding as well. Yeah, curious if we get AD. Miles on good observation. It looks like teams are keyed in on our actions. The windows and passing lanes from like games 1 to 3 are closing, and we've resorted to the same motionless post actions. That's such a good observation because a lot of these post ups are like, well, the first thing that we tried to get into didn't work. This is such a good point. The first thing didn't work, and now that's sort of all right. All else fails. End of the shot clock. We're going to use our individual talent to post up, and then you got to be organized around that, right? Um, but yeah, that is part of the again, part of the danger of, hey, we're gonna be 4 out sometimes, we're gonna be 5 out sometimes, we're gonna be in horns sometimes, is that you only get to layer 1 or 2 of, say, that 4 out look that you're in. And so, like, the rest of the league is guarding that. They're guarding layers 5 and 6 against the teams that do that on purpose all the time, you know what I mean? And so this is part of the danger of, especially early in the season, of like, "Hey, we're gonna do 8 different things." That's what I see, at least, in that we're very simple, which I think is the heart of the what you're saying, right? Is like, it's the stuff we're doing is very simple and teams are keying in on it and taking it away, especially now that they've got tape on the team, which they didn't have on a Reddick team before. So we are going to have to get to layers 2 and 3. And this is part of why I thought early in the season we'd have some hard times, in that, like, if you are at those simpler layers, you're not going to be beating teams as well with it. So we're about to get back to it. We'll talk about Kessler in a bit. All right. Got Mobley with the ball. Look, just a step ahead. Look how much faster, zipping around, but and that's how they get that rebound, right? Mitchell faster to it. Lakers lucky. AD clears it. LeBron on the move. He's playing with some pace. Oh, but he throws the ball away. Turn it over. Got to get back. Stop ball. Mitchell lets it fly. See, they're all like, as soon as they have advantage, they're going to go up and exploit. They're using, like, this is a speed kills game for sure. Ball on the elbow to D'Lo. Austin on the baseline cut. Dump off to AD. Gonna go to the line. That's it, SimCity. Like, a lot of this starts with LeBron and AD, and it's not like, we all saw physically what. This is part of what, like, pisses me off about the AD discourse is he plays hard. He had a couple of plays where he, landed pretty hard, and he's laboring right now and doing his best to get through it for his team. But yeah, if your guys can't run, can't play better, then not a whole lot's gonna work. Oh man, this AD misses both free throws. Mitchell goes over the top. Good contest by AD. LeBron gets the rebound, looking to push in transition with speed. Takes off from the dotted. Oh, back rims it. He's frustrated. I don't think he's looking for a whistle there either. I think he's frustrated with himself. Lefty layup, crawls across the rim. Good drop down, Rui. There you go. Outlet. LeBron cherry picking on the other end, gets the dunk. 70-50. Close out on a Mobley. Good contest by AD. AD leaks out. Now he's ahead of the pack. This is how we score. This better for the team. Got to put pressure on them. AD looking to attack, steps middle, gets fouled. So yeah, if you're asking how do the Lakers come back in this game, it's got to be with speed and force of their own. See how LeBron and AD have run these last couple possessions, have created opportunities, haven't converted them. Got to finish right, but this is you see how much better it looks when there's force. Man, AD clanks the first one. It's 3 in a row. AD knocks down the second 19-point game. Garland with the ball. Back to him. AD switched out onto him. Looks to drive. Flips it back out to Wade. Drives. Oh, Rui doesn't get there in time and dunks it. Nice play. LeBron with it. In the right slot. Lakers spacing a little wonky. Rui goes up with it for 3. Don't love that shot. See, those are the threes where you don't touch the paint. Lakers get a transition deflection. LeBron on the run. Slows it up. Speeds it back up. Gets it stripped again. Oof. Pull up 3. LeVert. Or excuse me. Yeah, that is LeVert. Yeah. Even there, like D'Lo, if you've noticed, has been the point of attack for us, like in terms of what other teams have picked on in each of the games, or pretty much each of the games this season. And in every one of those matchups, D'Lo ends up on, because basically Austin's job is to guard the main ball handler of the other team. And D'Lo's job is, and like Rui has been helping more down low with physical bigs and stuff like that. We've got, 2 bigs in tonight's game. And D'Lo ends up on a guy who's like taller, basically ends up on somebody who should score on him. You know what I mean? Like Dean Wade is a way better athlete than D'Lo is, and he's a good deal bigger. And so I'm not talking about scoring one-on-one necessarily, but if we're asking D'Lo to fight over the top of screens and chase a Dean Wade or guard a DeMar DeRozan 16 feet from the hoop, like we're going to lose that a lot. And so that needs to be addressed. How do you address how him being attacked in that way? Are there ways that you can work with that? Is there different personnel needed? But that is very obviously on the scouting report for other teams. Gadlock, that's a great point about that is what Gabe does. Gabe gets over the top of those. Yeah, and especially if Austin's going to be the one. And the best, yeah, if you flip those, I know Gabe's scoring, like Gabe shooting is and finishing is not great, but if that is your weakness, they're still going to go over the top of Gabe, but Gabe can defend bigger players. You'll get more out of that. That's a good point. All right, we're back at it. Austin with the ball. Let's see what we do coming out of the timeout. Step up. Ooh, nice crossover. Loses his man. Kicks it out. D'Lo with a decent look. Misses everything. Maybe Mobley got a piece of that. Garland attacks, drives, kicks, swing. See how fast everything is? Gets it up. Front rims got a little lucky there. Good outlet pass. Good pace by D'Lo. Drives, floats it up, gets the line. Lakers down 24. Right. D'Lo makes his free throws. Lakers down 22, 9:05 left. Got Garland. AD switched out onto him. Hesitation move. Dumps it off. Wade cutting baseline. Drives on LeBron. Kicks. Oof. Tough closeout for LeBron. AD gets the rebound. Good outlet. Good pace by the guys. Nice deep seal. Good rim run by LeBron. Let's go. Got to play with speed of our own. Get that deep seal. See that size and physicality advantage. That's where it is. But you got to be faster not faster than them, but faster than we've been. And they're starting to play with that pace. Look at LeBron on the run. There it is. There it is. Classic LeBron. Let's go. Good to see him make a layup. I know that sounds condescending. I don't mean it that way. He's just been like irritated with himself. He's biffed like a whole bunch of those. And like good to see him to get like a classic LeBron layup to go. Hopefully that knocks the lid off for him. Hesitation move. LeBron, good rotation. Back out, help him. Dumps it off. Good contest. Damn it. Yeah, AD doing what he can. Yeah, classic drive left, spin back, and then that layup. That's crazy. That's like a because he was already spinning that way. So to orient yourself again for a semi rotation for that reverse layup, that's a cool shot. All right, Garland dancing with D'Lo. Nice move. Off his leg. Let's go, LeBron. Good little man rotation. Lakers ball. Good strip. All right. LeBron with it up top to AD. Gonna get that deep seal. LeBron being aggressive. They got to sink down. Sidestep Austin. Oh, what? Austin isn't complaining. What was the? That looked nice. Actually, just to see Austin hit that shot, and I know it didn't count, but I haven't seen him really. Oh, I see. Shuffled the feet a little bit. I saw it on the overhead view at least. Drives. Very hard to finish over AD. Let's go. Allen can't finish the putback. Rui in transition. Dips under. Nice layup. He was going fast to be able to make that shot. See, Lakers respond with speed of their own. Cut it down to 15. Or 16, excuse me. Yeah, it's just the running, right? Go like we need to be able to be effective on offense without LeBron sprinting his ass off to be sort of like the force that breaks down the defense. You know, um, we need to be able to on nights where AD is playing through being dinged up because AD does so much physical stuff. I've talked about this on the pod, but like the way I used to chop footage, it would I was always struck by how many players landed in a similar minute range of basically what I'd do is I'd go through the game and like every play where I thought they had a decent impact on the play, I'd cut it. And for most players, it'd come out to like 3 to 5 minutes. But for AD, it would be 8 minutes, 9 minutes worth of like, oh, he helped this play go the way that it did, or missed the shot, right? Like, but he was just sort of involved in the play just a crazy amount. And then yeah, the amount of like dirty work that he does around the hoop for us, there's a certain amount of you're gonna get hit and bumped and land the wrong way, just as a nature of playing that way and playing around the rim like that in the NBA, that there are going to be nights where he's laboring a little bit like this. He's still super helpful. Um, and you're not going to have any chance without him playing well for you. But is he going to be able to get you 30 tonight? I don't think so. I don't think AD has that in him in terms of the like just give me the ball and get out of my way. Now maybe he can get there and summon it. I'd be super impressed, but like Lakers need to be able to build offense out of kind of those less than ideal circumstances with their stars. But I do think it's important to acknowledge that, like, for a lot of teams, the stars are the engine. There's actually not the working around them. They're in their prime. They're younger guys that they're gonna turn it up. They're going to be a certain level every night because they're in their prime. It is what it is with the Lakers, but you see the difference in this little run of LeBron just sort of putting the foot on the gas and looking like LeBron, and how it everything else kind of falls into place out of that. The pushing off every stop, great point, Godalock. LeBron goes to the bench though, right? So the personality of this lineup is totally different just with one substitution. So the starting group is good, but this is where we get yeah, Max is a totally different type of player than LeBron, right? See they attack D'Lo's athleticism with Levert's. That's a big advantage. So if you get D'Lo sliding, like they're going to really zero in on that. All right, Austin in triple threat over to AD. Good pressure by Allen. Drives, tough shot, floating, in and out. Yeah, those are hard shots. Lakers down 18, 6:45 left. Levert pushing, bounce pass, skips it over, out of bounds. Lakers ball. All right. See where they go to initiate offense. All right, looking to go to Rui and just dribble into your spot. Right. D'Lo dives down, going to get an illegal defense here, I think. Or no, just foul. All right. Pressure the inbound. Austin with it, crosses over, crosses back over, snakes it into AD. Nope, bad pass. Cavs in transition. See, Lakers just having difficulty getting into their offense. Drive and kick. They save it. Swing up top. Garland for three. Off the back rim. AD tracks it down. Over to Austin up the left side. Good advance pass. Another good one. Shot fake by D'Lo. Gets into the lane. Up and in. Good attack. Good aggressive move. Lakers down 16. It's that shot fake and drive that I'm looking for from some other players. Good back pressure by D'Lo. Oh, but they lob it up and in. That's tough. All right. D'Lo with it up the left side. Max. Entry pass into AD. Lakers cut through to the weak side. Zone up. Space off of that. AD drop steps and overwhelms Allen. Nice move. Lakers up six or down 16. Drive on Rui. Really looking to push, even off of a make. You see the just the pace they play with there. This is the scouting report against the Lakers. And see, eventually, Lakers are going to be slow to it. Down 19. All right. Good back screen by Rui. Let's go. And one for AD. Nice screen, Rui. AD, man, fighting through it. All right. AD looking to complete the 3-point play and does. 16-point game. Flips it back to Garland. Attacks middle. Beats Max all the way to the rim. Damn, that was a nice move. All right. Got LeBron back in. AD pings off of the screen. Drive baseline into the corner. Whips it around. Good ball movement. LeBron looks to attack, drives, and throws it out of bounds. Points off turnovers are 25-7. Little drive, turn around. Lakers clear the rebound. Down 18, AD with it. Back to AD, looking to post up LeBron. High low, cut middle. Rui, thank you. There it is. That's how you do it, right? So this is what I was talking about with the post entries is like, are we flash cutting from weak side if they're overplaying it? Because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what the right post entry is. Lakers down 16. Good to see some execution at least. Closes out to the corner. Damn, nice fast move right there. Was a step ahead of Rui the whole time. But again, a step ahead is the theme of the night. Austin crosses it over. Envelop him on the baseline. Nice dump off. Oh, AD misses the bunny. Cavs on the run. Garland, ooh, nice crossover. Kicks it out. 3-ball. Beautiful move by Garland to collapse the defense. Lakers the timeout down 21. Damn. Speed and quickness, man. I don't see it, Goat. I know you probably asked that question before they were, went on this little run right here, but I don't see our speed problem being resolved tonight. $916 about the screen setting being dog water. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, our need for another perimeter defender is glaring. Yeah, LeBron's had some turnovers that have hurt. Again, that points off turnover stat, what was it, 25-7, something like that. That's basically the difference, the point differential all by itself, right? And so again, bad offense leading to easy points. Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm a little ahead on the Spectrum feed. I'm so happy about what happens right here. 3-man action, as I've been dreaming of, and first quarter minutes for Dalton Connect. Comes off of the flare right here. 3-man action, AD Connect. And he didn't take the shot, right? It's like, Dalton, you don't have to take that 3 right there. You can drive it. And then you've got you and AD on a 2-on-1. Go make the play. Good to get him in a rhythm. Lakers are 3 for 18 from 3 tonight. Really a sign of the quality of shots they're getting, just as anything. All right. Kicks it out. Speaking of quality threes, nice shot by Levert. Always like Levert. 22-point game. LeBron gets stripped and fouled. They wanted that. Gonna get free throws. Yeah, Max has not come out of the gates strong. This is a I don't players like Garland and Mitchell are gonna get some wins, but it was Garland that really got Max on a couple of these last recent plays. But like Garland's good, and Garland's really quick with his feet. So it's not anything necessarily Max has done wrong, but yeah, I just I don't know how good he is. We're seeing is LeBron, but I also don't think the lineups he's been in have done him any favors either. It's also a long season. Guys don't always get a new system right away as AD clears the rebound. Outlet over to Max. Looks to attack in transition, crosses over, gets bumped, going to go to the line. All right. Using the fact that they're in the penalty against them, that's a smart play. That's exactly right about D'Lo. And especially in that starting group, he's the most obvious one too. If you can get an athletic, he's the easiest guy to get an athletic advantage over. But it's also part of the reason why I don't love the idea of Gabe in that spot, even though Gaudelak, you had brought up, like, I totally get what you're saying about the guard that fights over the top, but I still think there's going to be a certain amount of like, DeRozan can always shoot over Gabe, for example. I want someone taller than Gabe, basically. Yeah, like I'd be good with starting Vando at the two, absolutely. I think that would politically go. Sorry, we get LeBron in transition, picking up the foul. Don't mean to podcast during the game. I hate when announcers do that. But yeah, I've been thinking about Vando at the two for a long time now. In the spirit of like increasing the size and physicality of the team. Really, what position you play, in my opinion, is like who can you guard? Yeah, that is absolutely one of the crimes of last season. It's LeBron knocks down the free throw. Lakers down 17. 150 left. Huge free throw disparity. What was that? 25-2. Oh, they knock it off of AD's leg. Nice play. I do too, Goat, and I really like Traore from the athletic profile standpoint as well. But they're two-way guys, like how much are they going to actually play? But yeah, we're pretty starved for perimeter athleticism, I think. All right, we're back at it. Nice move by Mitchell. Gets the inside. Totally froze AD with an inside out dribble, then beat AD to the spot, cut off his angle, got the layup. Really attacked him with speed there. All right, Dalton pulls it back. Oh, throws it away. He miscommunicates with LeBron. Cavs get the run out in transition. 21-point game. Just a ball fake right there for Dalton. All right, back at it. Max looking to post entry to AD. Cuts through. Zone up against that. Drop steps baseline over the top. Wow, tough shot. It's a difficult shot. Back down to 19. Garland looking to attack on Gabe. Cuts it off. Whips it over. LeBron can't quite get there. Drops it off. AD, good hands. Kicks it out up top. Knocks it down. Good basketball. Six threes to 0 in this quarter. Cavs to Lakers. Dribbling on Wade. Looking to attack. Going left. Ooh, nice lefty layup. Down 20. 12 seconds left. Drive and kick. Missed that open corner three, but Cavs put it on the Lakers again in the third quarter. Up 20, 99 to 79. All right, LeBron with 26 on the night, minus 12, 4 boards and 3 assists. AD with 22 and 13, kind of playing through it, but a minus 14 himself. So they've scored relatively efficiently. Another scoreless night for Dalton so far. The last 22 minutes or so, we haven't seen a point from him. Again, 3 points for Gabe, 1 point for Max. Again, a big minus night for Max. He's the the team low minus 19. That's been a regular occurrence. I know I don't mean to frame this so much through the lens of Max, although I do think it's part of it. But that first substitution, especially going from LeBron to Max, is such a stylistic difference. It's hard for a unit to keep its rhythm when you get a totally different player coming in for another. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's an alchemy to that 5-man group that they play a certain way because those 5 group of guys have that group of skills amongst them. And if you change one of them to a totally different type of player, they're a different thing. Now, they're not as severely different as if you did it with 2 or 3 different positions, but going from LeBron to Max offensively in a lot of ways is about as severe of a dial turn as you can go. And I think that that's part of the reason why we see a record scratch right there. Also, with seeing the degree to which D'Lo is getting targeted and picked on, there is this need in that starting group to address that. Now, there are certainly ways to do that without taking D'Lo out of the lineup, but that is one of the options is to do it with personnel. And like, I don't know, that's always going to be the thing that makes sense if you're in the other team's locker room and be like, how are we going to attack the Lakers tonight? I know. Let's see if we can get our 2-3 with good size onto D'Lo and athleticism and let him go to work. And that's been a pretty good game plan so far. All right, we're back at it. Got AD out there to start the third quarter. Interesting. So we got LeBron, the big group, the 2 big group, LeBron, AD, Jackson in the front court as AD misses a jump hook in the paint. Gabe and Dalton in the backcourt. Mitchell looks to drive on Vincent. Jackson gets on the floor but can't quite get to it. Knocks it away. Get a dunk from Mobley. 101-79. So let's see how this 2 big group can be difficult for a 2 big group against as Gabe takes I don't love that shot. Got to get penetration first. Gonna drive on LeBron. Ooh, nice move over the top by Mobley. LeBron bound to the floor. AD on the rim run, looking ragged out there. Lakers down 24. AD Damn. Gives him an elbow right to the chops. Wade blinking. Yeah, it might be. We might be getting close to the. We don't need AD for too much more of this game. Gonna review that for a flagrant. Yeah, get a little bit of a break in the schedule. Lakers go or look like they're going to go 3-2 through this first stretch of 5, which I would have taken had you told me that before the season. However, Lakers have very real weaknesses and things to address. So we're at the next chapter of the season. I don't know how many chapters there are in this book, but we're not at the very start. We don't have that same opening night juice. Um, Not every night's going to have a LeBron goes crazy and hits 5 threes type of energy to it. How do we win? How do we execute? What do we do around that? I think there are places to grow for sure, and we're at a part where our starting lineup is good, and it has an identity. They know how to play together, and when they go out against really good teams, as they have to start the season, they play pretty well by and large. But as soon as we get out of that group, we don't know what we are, what we're doing, and have a lot of problems. And so the games are slipping away in the same spot in a lot of instances. And this was another example I thought tonight. So figuring out those first subs and all of that is going to be a big part of what's coming up for this Lakers team. But yeah, so we're going to get a flagrant on AD, a flagrant one, and it looks like we're subbing him out, which is good. He goes back to the bench, it looks like, rather than to the locker room, which is also good. No, it hasn't been a sea change. And again, we're at sort of the basic levels of the several elements of what he's trying to do. So it's all basic, a lot of individual shot creation, not a lot of great connectivity. We have problems with switching. Like teams can switch on us as we get a dunk from Mobley. Cavs up 26. Just get LeBron out of this game soon. Up to Dalton. Gonna dribble. But see, this is what I mean. It's just like we're just playing drive and kick. Gonna get a step up screen from Jackson. But it's very individual shot creation. They're switching everything. So they keep us in front. Where does the advantage come from? A Gabe Vincent step back, I'll live with that. Good back tap from Dalton. But the issues we're facing with switching is a real thing. Good look for Max. First one he's gotten really in a while. Jackson tracks it down but throws it away. Good hustle by both teams there. Mobley is going to get a timeout. Not yet. But yeah, the switching, the scramming, the not letting the initial advantage be created in the first place. Drive and kick. Good look for Dalton. Knocks it down. Good to see him get one to go. Close out by Dalton. Chases off the 3-point line. Drive, kick, swing. Open three. Good basketball. No bucket, though. LeBron with it. Looks to attack Mobley off the dribble. Crosses him over. Doesn't lose him, though, and travels. Yep. Yeah, well, I think we are at the Cam portion of the proceedings. All right. Lakers in a zone. that is a way to get a I mean, way too late now, but to get teams sort of out of the rhythm is Jackson. Let's go, Jackson. Always playing hard. What do you see, DMR? I agree. Like this was a pretty thorough butt kicking. All right, Dalton gets the and one in transition. Yeah, Dalton completes the 3-point play. Lakers down 20. Got Jerome with the ball. Top to Mobley. Matchup with Dalton. Going to attack that. Go over the top. Gives up the and one. That's a tough matchup. Dalton's not going to win very often. No, I get the point with such a dearth of athleticism on the perimeter. I totally get where you're coming from with Cam. However, I don't. All right, Dalton comes around the screen, pulls up, off glass. Nice shot, skilled shot. All right, Lakers down 21. Dalton hacking down. Jackson stays in front. Good closeout by, is that Quincy? Oh, no, that's Gabe. Good defense by Gabe. Dalton gets the rebound. Pull up for three. Let's go. Little run by Dalton. Go around that screen. Mitchell over the top of Gabe. Too easy. Drive by Jackson. Gonna get to the line. Oh, Dennis Smith Jr. is a good name. I mean, a stopgap solution, right? Like Dalton's our only real athletic perimeter player right now. Vando would be the next. Like Max is an okay athlete, but he's not. And like to me, being an athlete, for example, we're about to see a play where watch how it goes between him and Mobley. I mean, well, I guess same thing just happened to Dalton, so I can't say that too much. But get the ball screen, get switched on Max, and then it's just bully ball. And so, like, part of being an athlete to me is being physically formidable. You can't be pushed under the basket quite so easily. Like, he went over the top of Dalton, but Dalton's a harder guy to go through. And so Max is pretty thin and like yeah, we've got that in the front court. Cam's an athlete with some, strength to him as well. But Vando is the guy we're missing on that front as Max gets to the line. Yeah, I see that rigidity too in Max. Yes, give me Stanley Johnson. All absolutely. It's a it's a travesty. No, I'm into the DSJ idea. Yeah, PJ's 100 years old. How's he doing over there, Anthony? Fultz Darius is a big Fultz guy. He's always sending me Fultz stuff. How much salary is D'Lo, Gabe, and Max? I think Max is at 7.1 this year. JHS is 3.8. Can we get there with those four? It's hard to do a 4-for-1 though, but we could probably dump them to a team. Who are the teams out there? A lot of times a year, there's like one or two teams that are salary dumping grounds. Utah has been this. San Antonio has been this, where it's like when teams need to make a trade and they need to create space, it's like, oh yeah, we'll take on your guy. Give us a second round pick for to help you grease the wheels of this trade. Is there a team this year that sort of fits that salary cap description? Jazz and Pistons? Okay. Well, we've worked with the Jazz before. I've always liked Sexton too, and that's just a little bit of the perimeter juice as well. He's not that big, like, and I don't need the guy to be big, but like at least long arms. You can be skinny, but just have a little bit of wingspan at that two spot. Jordan Clarkson would help us out a lot, like from uncorking the second unit. Um, Interesting. I hadn't thought of him. All right, Max knocks down the free throw. All right, knocks down the second. But Cavs in full control. Niang, Wade over the top to Mobley. Beautiful ball movement into Mobley. Been their go-to guy. Good basketball. Mobley's cooking right now. Again, a step ahead in all of their actions. Dalton flips it back. Goes to set the screen for Max. No one makes contact. Goes back to Dalton. Goes up. Good contest by Mobley. In and out. Jerome with the ball. Good hesitation dribble. Nice play. Dumps it off to Mobley again. Mobley scoring pretty much every play. Gabe, shot fake, drives over the top, banks it up and in. Gonna have Bronny coming in. Cam recovers. Foul? Nope. Yeah, I thought so. I'm with you on that with Kessler, Chenny. I'm like more into the idea of a big that can cover the perimeter, like not Koloko, but the fact that he can cover the perimeter and can be a rim protector. You don't have to be, I think, super like a big bruiser type, but Yeah, if you can do that, I think that would be very helpful. Got Bronny coming in. $120 to $98. Got Dalton with the ball on the horn. Over it. This is the jumper. Right. Dumps it off, knocks it away. Jackson rotates over, still an and one. Tristan Thompson, man. Lakers legend. That's right. Good to know, Gaudelak, about him running the floor. Just like, honestly, that a five that runs the floor, like, cool. All right, Dalton coming off of the screen, going to get a foul. Yeah, that's a good point, Gaudelak. Oop. Pass over to Max. Late shot clock pull up. Misses long. Tap back from Jackson over to Cam. Pulls it back between his legs. Drives. Dribbles through. Misses short, though. Gives up a strip. Bronny helps strip it with Cam. Back out to Dalton. Shot fake. Drives. Goes up. Gets hit. And the foul. Let's go. Nice finish. Going on a little garbage time run. But yeah, those type of buckets, those type of over the top, nice play by Bronny to make it happen. He's got such a good time. It's totally clear, Jenny. Like, oh, he gets it to roll it home. Let's go. All right. Good defense by Cam. Get the ball poked away up top. Or was that Bronny on that recovery? It's funny. Bronny and Cam have like similar, like hunter defensive instincts. They're fun to watch. Right. Jackson with it up top to Bronny. Gonna drive, kicks out to Cam, back out to Bronny. They both got the undershirt too. Like a mini me though on defense. It's funny. Oh, nice fake, Dalton. All the way for the dunk. All right. Jackson. Good defense, guys. Oh, the skills coaching nowadays is crazy. It's so good. Max looking to dribble drive. Misses short. Come on, Max. All right. Thompson driving on Hayes. Gonna get a travel. Yep. That's right, Ender. The undershirt. Yeah, that was not a NBA thing. Yeah, this is hopefully a game, Dalman, that Max would be able to show some of what we've been excited about, but he's stood out like a sore thumb, even through the wins. Both him and Gabe, honestly. So that the hey, we're gonna put defenders out there in those spots. Like those groups too have been getting killed on defense. So yeah, DMR. They did the 4-year contract, been hesitant to give other guys that. It's funny, the thing I've noticed with the Lakers is they really value their own wins. I mean, everyone does, right? But um if there's a guy that the Lakers feel like, hey, we like this guy and he's homegrown, like he's an example of how smart we are. You know what I mean? Like we were clever here and got this guy, and now we want to keep him, like THT, right? And then that leads to a bit of a overvaluation of who they actually are. Like I like Max, and I think that there's a better time ahead for him on this team, but we did give him a 4-year deal under the premise that hey, he's going to be able to take a step forward. So if he doesn't, remember we did a pod over the course of the off season or in training camp about young wings and the idea that like one of Dalton or Max need to hit, and if they do, it puts us in a better spot. I would argue that Dalton is well on his way at the very least. Uh, plenty of basketball to play, but I think that we all see there's a certain amount of like, hey, we got something here with this guy. So I think that's why I'm like, let's start this kid, or let's play him in the first quarter. Let's try to feature him a little bit more. And I think there's going to be more value in throwing him into the fire and whatever it is you think that he needs to know as we're back to action toward the end here. Gonna get that screen away. Got Dalton coming out of the corner, turns the corner, pivots back the other way. That's a nice shot, but a tough one. Had the footwork, but didn't quite hit. That, yeah, I would rather like learn the lessons. All right, sidestep. Damn, knocks down the three. All right, we got Bronny coming off the screen, still dribbling, pulls it back, and knocks it down. First points of Bronny's career in Cleveland. Pretty freaking cool. But the Lakers are down 20. All right, over the top by Jerome. It was like THT and KCP. Personally, I'm glad we didn't pay Lowry that 3-year, 90-something million dollar contract at that point. But yes, THT was also a mistake. So our offense or defense worse? I would say our offense is worse. We got cooked today, though, on defense. Dalton forcing things, going to go to the line. Oh, good point about preventing the Russ trade. Caruso, man. Caruso was like, they had a certain amount of money that they were going to spend one way or another. And this is what I'm talking about with wins is like Caruso was considered a South Bay win. So that's a Joey win. And THT at the time was considered a Jesse win. So it was like we could sign both these guys, but we got to ask ownership, like ownership for more than the allocated budget because we got to go into luxury tax and all that. Do y'all want to actually go to ownership and ask for that? And it didn't happen. Yep. Hurts me too. So that's why, like, even Alex being like, "Oh yeah, I'll take a pay cut." He wasn't really on any version of that roster the next year. Isn't that crazy? He did want to stay. Yep. Get a 3 from Bronny, back rims it. Jerome comes off it. Man, they're good. They are a good basketball team. Hats off to Cleveland. A thorough ass kicking in Cleveland tonight. From start to finish. It's Bronny's gonna gets knocked away. Max knocks down the corner three. Yep, not even a fake comeback. Just beat from start to finish with speed, skill. Another shot by Jerome, who's just been great. But Lakers' weakness is really apparent tonight. Dalton misses back rim three. Thank you all for joining me, though. I appreciate it. Always good talking to you. We will be back. I'm going to do a film session on the offense kind of grinding to a halt over recent games and some of the reasons why for that. So look out for that tomorrow. Do the pod as well. But until then, I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.